Hello, hello, how's it going, guys? Welcome in. Had a little bit of technical difficulties getting started there. Hopefully it's all working out now. Let me know if you can hear me on the YouTube and the Twitch side. But welcome in, Deacon and Nifan on both sides. Hope you're doing well today. We are back on the Forever World. First time in a while we've done a Monday stream, actually. It's it's nice to get back on track here, just in time to change up our schedule, which I'll be confirming later this week. Good on both sides? Awesome. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, good news is we finished episode 15. I'm just working on editing it right now, but we are connected back up to Civilization. We have access to all of our Arcadia stuff, and yeah, all is good in the world. So let's boom, switch over. Hello, hello. We've got our Elytra back. We're back in the town here, and we're going to be working on our connection to the new area because I did build an auto farm over there, and I want easy access to it. There is just a basic nether tunnel there right now, but I'd like something a little safer, and you know, we want to make it look good and everything too. It's definitely not going to be a one stream thing. We're gonna have to put the time and effort into collecting the resources and working on the tunnels and whatnot, but we can make it happen. But yeah, our new area is down the east tunnel here. So yeah, that's literally our... Oh, I stared at the Enderman. That was a bad move. That's the kind of thing we want to try and prevent here. Can he not teleport onto... Oh! I was like, can he not teleport onto glass, or what's going on here? Apparently he can. Now he's on fire, teleporting around everywhere, probably. Where is this guy? He's on the other side of the wall. Oof, indeed. Where'd he go? Come let me smack you, guy. He's up there somewhere. There's another angry Enderman down that hall somewhere because I stared at him while I was flying down there last time. Emmy, how's it going? Welcome in. Imagine an Elfie stream. Imagine that. We've got an angry Enderman above us, and I don't think there's anything I can do to coax him down here. I'm alive. Alive is good. Yeah, this guy's not coming down. Okay. But, yeah, we're gonna work on this tunnel a little bit here. So we're gonna work on digging it out. We're gonna see what we can do for the flooring here. If we can get at least some of the glass in, then it'll spawn-proof it at least. And we don't have to worry about jerks like that spawning in our nether tunnels. We are gonna have to make a squid farm at some point. We're gonna need a lot of black dye between the glass and the concrete. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. And I also want to figure out a way to work in whatever color our corridor is into the... There he is. Oh, he hits hard. Okay. I want to find a way to work that color into the corridor, even if it's just like a strip down the center here. We'll find a way to decorate it up. But yeah, we've got a few things that we need to do before we can really start here. I do want to see what we got for resources in Arcadia. It's been a couple weeks since I've been here, so I don't actually know what we have stockpiled and what we don't. So we're going to start with that, and we will go from there. I know I'm basically out of stone. I'm always out of stone. That might actually be my next episode. We may work on our new quarry. Let's see, what have we got for sand? Not a whole lot. Okay, glass, even less. Great, great, great. And how about our random chests? Anything helpful in here? Not really. Nope, nothing in there. Okay, we've got some more sand. These are my don't care about sorting chests, basically. Okay, so we've got about a full barrel of sand, which we can turn into glass. We just don't have the black dye right now. Maybe what I'll do off stream is I'll find a good design for a squid farm, and maybe next week we can start working on that. What we will do for now, I'm considering digging out the tunnel, but if we get I think it's oh, maybe it's already big enough, actually. If we make the tunnels big enough, ghasts can spawn in them, so we do have to be a little careful on that front. But we could just start carving out the tunnel. And then at least it'll be safer to fly down. Okay, yeah, let's start on that front. Giffo, what's up, dude? Good morning, sir. And chat, how are you doing? We are back on the Forever World today, and we are chillin'. Water Ghost, what's up, dude? And Leaf Cloud, it's been a little while. How you doing? Elfie, all I'm saying is that you have it lucky on the Forever World, because you had to travel over 2,000 blocks to get wood. Because I had to travel over 2,000 blocks to get wood and grass. Huh? Did you start in, like, the middle of a massive desert or something? Or on an island with nothing in it? Wrong side. Okay. Yippee! Leaf Cloud, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it, my dude. If you have it, bouncing derps in chat for Leaf Cloud. Very much appreciate the support. Thank you so much. You know what? Before we get started on this, let me fly down to the end of the tunnel. Oh my. Actually, let's throw our gold helmet on here. If we're gonna be working in here. I will show you the build for episode 15. People in streams always get the previews. Desert and Mesa, oh no. I mean, I guess you got sticks at least, but that doesn't help much for a crafting table. Your best bet would be to, in the Mesa, find an abandoned mine shaft. But yeah, you see why I want to make this tunnel safer to fly down? It's a headbanger. It's also a very long tunnel. It's a bit over 1,000 blocks long. Villages and pyramids. Nice. But yeah, over here, we've got our new building in place. We went with red. Let's get a little further out. So yeah, that's our sugarcane farm. And then how I connected it up is if we come in the front door here. First of all, we got a nether portal down here. We'll probably alter that at some point, but it's in a good place for now. You come up here, and then you've got a door leading out to a street, which is just, you know, it doesn't really go anywhere right now. But yeah, and then you come over here, and it's just a basic Tango Tech design from season 7 or 8 or whatever it was of Hermitcraft where we made this. But yeah, I just tiled that all the way up, and I have it funnel into a collection system here, and it is working quite nicely. Finally settled down in a jungle and decided to pull a Jungle Kingdom Season 1 and make sort of a treehouse style. That is fair. That is... It's one of the first things I think of when I think jungle. Is my music dead? Yeah. Why is my music dead? That was weird. Okay. But yeah, that is the build for episode 15. And I'm actually really happy with how it turned out, and I think the perspective is really good as well if you look at it from far back. It's like the first thing followed by ruins and natural destruction. Yeah. That checks out. Nice, thank you. But yeah, now we just have to make it easy to get back and forth between here, because yeah, it's not exactly safe. Should have grabbed some more rockets while I was back there, but oh well. Anyways, we'll start at the Nether Hub and we will start going back. I swear, is that building in the far back inspired by the firehouse from Ghostbusters? A lot of pop culture. No, it's actually not. I can see it a little bit, but just in like the colors. The firehouse definitely has a different look to it. A little bit, if you look at like the color scheme and whatnot. Okay. So I do still have to do a little bit of work on the ceiling. I wasn't happy with this. That's why I just left it as stone brick and whatnot. Name the fish for the pond. Alrighty. What would you like your fish named? There must be one in every universe. Alrighty, sounds good. I'll just finish up this little bit here, and let's go find you a fishy. Is my music dead again? Okay, Spotify's doing weird things today. It's not auto-playing. It's just playing a song, and then it's done. Oh man. That's less than convenient. Okay, let's get somewhere safe, and I'm gonna fix this real quick. I don't know if I have to reload it or what. Like I said, technical difficulties today. I was having technical difficulties at work too. It's real great. My computer has a case of the Mondays. All right. Let's fix this. I suspect I know what the problem is. Do. Boom. Boom. Because, yeah, this is going to be a very weird stream without music otherwise. It's kind of half of the chill vibe that we have going here. My account is all wonky. For some reason, it didn't bill my credit card properly, so I think I just have to rebill Spotify. And then hopefully my account will start working properly. Either that or Spotify is just having issues today, in which case I don't know what we're going to do, because YouTube is real finicky about the music you play on it. Okay. Do that. Get this and this. Hey, Chicken Man, how's it going? I was just on Spotify in the last hour and 15 on my drive home. Okay, it's got to be something on my end then. Okay. I suspect it's because it had issues billing today. Okay, well, according to this, it just charged my account. So let's try reloading Spotify. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Okay, let's see if it plays more than one song. Okay. All right, we were looking for a fish for water ghost. Right. One of our upcoming episodes definitely has to be an iron farm. Because we are running out of iron everywhere in this world. Here we go. So, because we are over at this area, and I don't feel like flying back to the other one, you get either cod or salmon. Because I am simply too lazy to fly all the way back to the other area to get a tropical fish. At some point, we'll just make a stockpile. That way we can rename them as needed, but... yoink! I'm currently collecting 17 stacks of iron blocks on the SMP. That's a lot of iron blocks. What do you need those for? XP gold bartering farm. Okay. And speaking of iron, apparently our anvil's broken, so we're gonna use a whole bunch of more of what we have left. Okay, the song ended, and it's playing another one. Yay! It must have been the billing issue. I guess you don't get autoplay if you don't pay. There we go. Robert, and you will go with the 2 draves for now, until we get a pond going that we can throw you in. Got a lot of hoppers to move gold around and piglin trades around into the sorting system and stuff. That is fair. Yeah, we needed a lot on Skyblock Kingdoms to power ours. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. So we know that the tunnel is going to be this wide in general. And then how many blocks up do we need to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more blocks up. Amazing. I think we'll carve it out in a cube, and then we can build up what we need for this. Ah, you made a temporary farm for overnight farming? Makes sense, makes sense. And actually, now that I think about it, we're probably gonna have to do one more block on either side because we need the walls as well. We got a lot of digging and building ahead of us because actually, you know what? It's not as much digging as you may think because a lot of this goes over just open lava. So it's more building than anything else. Something kind of like this. And then we'll shave off one more on either side as well, just for good measure. And we have to do this all the way down. It's a good thing we have access to our XP farm again. And then I think up here we'll just carve out these center 3 as well. Then one more on either side. It's gonna be a very chill stream today. Lots of digging, lots of building, some resource collecting probably. And then we've got to decide what we want to do with all the netherrack too. Do we want to keep it? Do we want to toss it? I kind of want to make a shulker farm soon as well, because then, like, if we decide to keep bulk stuff, then it'll be easier. Kind of like in the hardcore world. I'm back, had to get situated at home and say hi to all the dogs. That is fair. Doggos are always the priority. But yeah, I've got a lot of plans for the Forever World in the upcoming episodes. I definitely have enough to bring us past episode 20. In terms of just the ideas that I have baked up right now. In terms of big projects, I can bring us way past episode 20. Because I've got some really big projects that I want to work on that'll probably take like 20 episodes on their own. Since we're just doing bite-sized content rather than big megasodes. So the big projects that I want to do will probably take, like, I would say at least 10 episodes, if not 20. I'm going through what Jinx, Deacon, and Nafan we're we're doing on the viewer server. Only your tunnels were a lot longer. I don't think I'm going to build out a floor here because if I build out a floor with netherrack, then I just have to destroy it later on. So we'll just focus on the digging part, I think. The only place we will build out a little bit of netherrack is at the edges, so that I know how far I need to dig everywhere. It is so nice having the sneaky pants again. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Put on some D&B and grind. We'll be done before you know it. I am not familiar with D&B now that I think about it. I feel like it's one of those things that as soon as you say it, I'm gonna be like, right, I'm an idiot. But drum and bass. Oh, maybe I just haven't heard of that acronym before. Boink. Bonus Mom, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How you doing today, and what were you up to? Welcome in, Bonus. Welcome in, Alicia, I think. Queen, welcome in. Elite, welcome in. How you doing? How was your stream? Can we get a shout out going as well? Let us know what you were up to today. Doing great building a sniffer sanctuary. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good idea. I've seen a lot of people do that. And on Pleasant Craft Season 3, I did do something similar as well. But I haven't done it in a while, so that might be a good idea for the Forever World at some point. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. We are on our Forever World today, and by the way, I'm King Elfie. I'm part of Skyblock Kingdoms SMP. I do Forever World stuff, do hardcore stuff, do a good mix of everything, and there's a ghast behind that wall that's just trying to get in here, and we don't want him anywhere near us. Let me give you guys a quick base tour. That is very close up in my face. Alright, so, do I have a bed on me? Yes, I do. Let's go ahead and get rid of the night. I was having a blast, but now my dinner and also bio break is calling. That is fair. Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Make sure to take care of yourself, do your after stream stuff, get some food, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you again sometime. But yeah, for the raiders who have just come in, this is rain. Seriously. This is my my town that I've made on my Forever World here. It is called Arcadia, and we've just been slowly making more builds here over the course of the series. So this is a YouTube series as well. But yeah, we've got our starter house over here. We've got a tavern. We've got a stable. We got a big farming area. Love the mill. Thank you so much. Yeah, that took a long time to make, actually. I'm not good at the turbines, so that took me quite a while. But yeah, windmill, barn, farmhouse, various farms up here as well. We got our church. Pandas, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We've got this big custom waterfall and ravine that I made. For everyone's reference, You should add like a fishing dock on to Arcadia. Absolutely. That is actually a plan that I have for right behind the tavern. But yeah, this is all custom terraforming. If we pop under here, you can see what the original landscape looked like. We have done a lot of dirt placing on both sides, actually. More so on this side. But yeah, a fishing dock is definitely on the agenda for some point. I don't know when we'll get around to it, but it's definitely something we're going to build. We've got our cliffside nether portal. Then over here we have our quarry, where we do all our mining and whatnot. Then over in this direction we have our lumber mill. And each of these different buildings are kind of like a modular storage system. So we keep all of our wood over here in the lumber mill, for example. We've got a big storage room built up for it. In the quarry, we have all of our stone and ores, all of our food in the farmhouse, etc., etc. We have a very similar building style, I see. I love it. Thank you. And yeah, it's a really fun build style. I'm actually experimenting with a second build style as well over in my second area that I started a couple weeks ago. First video for it went out last week, I believe, and the next video for it is going out tomorrow. By the way, !YouTube if you guys are interested in the YouTube series. I have episode 15 coming out either tomorrow or Wednesday. This is so detailed and cool. I love this. Thank you so much. Queen Peta, thank you for the follow. Then yeah, we got our Nether Hub in here, which we spent a lot of time on. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And then I will show you my second area. It's down the east tunnel, which we're working on right now. Right now. That's why we're working on it, because I keep banging my head off of the wall and almost killing myself. But yeah, Arcadia, the whole idea behind that town was it was supposed to be kind of basic and manual. So we have no auto farms over there. Everything is completely manual. In this new area that we're working on, we're playing with a new style that I've never used before for building, and we're starting to build auto farms. So I just made a sugarcane farm over here so that we can do rocket production. There we go. Here's the portal. I had to go quite a ways to find the ideal build spot. Okay, so this is our Mediterranean village that we have started. Like I said, I'm working on the second video for this area right now. In the second one, we built that building in the back where our sugarcane farm is. But yeah, I don't generally work with colors that much. I usually go with more earthy tones, natural blocks, all that kind of stuff for terraforming. So this is a little outside of my comfort zone, but we're playing around with it. Amanda, thank you for the sub. But yeah, very pretty, thank you. If we head over here, you can see we got the start of a little street going here, where you can go up and into the storage area for the sugarcane farm. And then it'll continue on this way. It'll go kind of into the rest of the village over this way. And I want to do a little dock in the front of here too. So the street will kind of wrap around and down this way, I think. And we'll find a fun way to bring it all together. But yeah, those are our builds on this world so far. And then, like, we've been to the end as well. We've done a bunch of exploring. We have almost all the templates for armor trims and whatnot. We've done a lot of work. We are on, what day are we on now? 1,491. We've been averaging about 100 days per episode. I'll be really happy once this tunnel is bigger. I know it's only a matter of time before I bonk my head off of the ceiling. Or one of those guys gets me. There we go. But yeah, the $1 million question, do we keep all the... You know what? Challenge accepted. We're going to keep all the netherrack. I don't know what we're going to do with it, if anything, but we're going to keep it all. So I'm going to go get a bunch of wood for chests, since we don't have the shulker boxes for it. I'm a little bit of a pack rat when it comes to stuff like this. Oh, hi. What should we make it out of? What do we have the most of? There we go. Do we have an ender chest in here? I can't remember. Nope. I know there's an ender chest in this building. We need more rockets. It's been a while since I've been at Arcadia. I did kind of a soft reset with the Mediterranean area, so I left all my items here and I completely cut myself off from civilization until I completed a bunch of tasks, which I only just finished last night. So today's actually my first day back in the town here. So I'm kind of refamiliarizing myself with everything as I go as well. I remember all the basics, but stuff like where all my ender chests are and whatnot, I've started to forget, because I've been away from here for probably about 3 weeks. Been in the Mediterranean area. It takes a while to get things started when you're going from scratch, so the first 2 weeks was really just getting the starter house up, getting all my gear, all that kind of stuff. Then this last week was building up that sugarcane area. So if we go over this way, this is kind of my my chest wall of shame. And we will continue to add to it. We'll keep that little nook. That's my, oh no, I stared at an Enderman, nook. There we go, lots of space for garbage now. As you can see, we've been collecting it for quite some time. But with these tunnels, I think we're going to accumulate it a lot faster, because not only do I want to work on the tunnel that the village is down, I do want to just work on the tunnel system in general as well, so that next time we add a new area, we don't have to worry about making the tunnel. I want it to just be there already. Hi, guy. You're not supposed to be in here. What day are you on? We are on day 1491. Fizz? Shouldn't have gotten rid of all of the blocks, but hindsight, am I right? Okay, let's just grab a few blocks. That way we can carve out this little bit here that's sticking out. My goal is 1,000. I think I'm around 345. Hey, 345 is still really good. I always tell people the first 100 days, those are the hardest. But if you can get past those, you're usually pretty good. Because, yeah, that's usually where you'll, like, lose motivation for a world or something like that, is in the first 100 days, if it doesn't go how you want it to, or if you can't find the terrain that you want, or anything like that. Can you give me a build idea that represents you? Well, my name is King Elfie, so the first thing that comes to mind that represents me is a castle. I know it's basic, but I mean, sometimes basic is good. Uh-oh. The internet is flipping out. How is the stream on your guys' end? I'm gonna build a castle with a building of your skin. That would be awesome. If you do, make sure to throw a picture of that in the Discord. But yeah, if someone could let me know how the stream is on the YouTube and the Twitch side, that would be great. Has it been cutting out? Is it fuzzy? Is the audio going weird? I'm gonna get to building. See ya. Sounds good. See ya later. Stream seems good for me, both sides. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, I see that my connection is turned to unstable, and it looks like a storm is brewing outside, so hopefully it doesn't knock out the internet or the power. Because, yeah, I saw my chat going disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected, and that was the first kind of uh-oh sign. I feel like this is a massive mistake just digging it out, but we will see. Oh, yeah, there's the weather warning. Yeah, we're gonna get thunderstorms. So we will see if this winds up being full stream or not. But yeah, I am toying around with a new stream schedule right now, guys, because this is my last week on the job. You do get a slightly better picture on Twitch, though. That's kind of interesting. Twitch is the one that told me that my connection was unstable. But also, YouTube is the one that kept disconnecting and reconnecting to chat, so I do know that I give priority to Twitch. Lady Mustang, thank you for the follow. How you doing? That's also why Twitch has less of a stream delay, because I give more bandwidth to the Twitch stream. Whoop. At some point here, we do also have to go netherite mining, but I want to do that in a video. I'm thinking that might be how we start at episode 16, is with some netherite mining, but I haven't decided yet. Are you leaving the job to do content full time? No. So my job was a contract position, and the contract is it's up. So I do have to find a new job, but until I find a new job, I will be doing content full time. But yes, I am actively looking for a new job. So while we will be full-time content for a little bit, it won't be forever. Twitch's picture is a bit sharper. Okay, well, at least I know that my bandwidth allocation is working. So much work that I want to do on this forever world. It's good, though, because, I mean, it's a forever world. It's supposed to last forever. So the fact that I keep thinking of new projects to add to the queue, that's a good thing. We're still motivated to keep playing on the world. And I've had multiple comments on the videos being like, please don't stop making this series. Because I know that's, it's kind of commonplace with, especially smaller creators like me, is a series will run for maybe like 10 episodes or something like that and just die. Usually because of lack of motivation, but, oh, great, more Endermen, just what I needed. But yeah, I have no intention of stopping this series, and even if I do take a break from the series, it's not going anywhere. Like, I may take a small break at some point and revisit the hardcore world, or focus more on Skyblock Kingdoms, or whatever it may be. Just take a break from Minecraft for a little bit to recharge. But I will always come back to this world. What type of builds are next? We're going to be doing a lot of farms in the coming episodes, because I want to start gearing up so that we can, you know, do the big ideas that I have. And in order to do that, we need access to various resources, and we need a lot of them as well. So I want to get stuff going like an iron farm, shulker farm, all that kind of stuff. But we're also going to be expanding the Mediterranean village a lot. So that is one of the main things that I have planned for the near future here in terms of builds, is working on the Mediterranean village. But a lot of our farms will be going over there. So for example, the iron farm, that'll be part of the it'll be part of the village. But yeah, I have some ideas for new buildings in that area. And actually, I do have an idea for a kind of a one-off video that I want to do as well, which I'm probably going to take care of in September. I don't know when I'll release it. It may be one of those things that I record and then just keep on the back burner for a week where I maybe am sick or on vacation, or, you know, just lack the motivation to make a video. But I do have a one-off video that I think will be really cool that I want to do. Actually, I've got a few one-off videos that I have an idea for. One of them I'll definitely keep in reserve for just those weeks that, you know, I either need more time to work on the content or lose the motivation for it. But yeah. I can think of at least 3 ideas that I have. And I've had these ideas for a long time. It's just, you know, working full-time and doing content creation, you can only really fit in so many videos, right? And since I'm doing 2 series already, it takes up all of my time and then some. It's not uncommon for me to fall behind on videos and then pull an all-nighter to catch up so that you guys actually have some content. And you don't have to worry about me like burning out from it or anything like that. If I don't want to do it, I won't do it. Like those are the weeks that you don't get content, is where I'm like, you know what? I don't want to burn myself out, and I also don't want to stay up all night to make this video, so I'm not going to. So yeah, you don't have to worry about me burning myself out in that way, but yeah, it has been a lot of work keeping up with the content and work, so I am happy that I'm going to be able to focus on just one of those things for a little while. That's a full inventory. There's a part of me that's thinking, you know what, maybe I should think about doing the floor first, just because I'm seeing the spawns already happening. But also pretty deep into it already, so I don't know what good it'll do switching up now. Any more quests like find the remaining trims? Yep, well, finding the remaining trims is definitely a quest for the future here. I was actually thinking of making a full video out of that, because 2 of the trims that we still need are in the trial chambers, which I haven't gone to yet. So we could probably make an entire video out of getting the trial chamber trims, as well as the other one I'm missing is the ocean monument. I think those are the only 3 that I'm missing. Oh, I had another thing in mind as well. Oh yeah, happy ghasts. I want to get a happy ghast at some point, but I think I want to get it the hard way. So that's through crafting rather than, you know, bartering. So I'll have to, you know, kill a bunch of ghasts, and I forget what the recipe is, but I want to do it that way. That's how Milkman did it in his video on Skyblock Kingdoms. Granted, it is much harder to do something like that on Skyblock Kingdoms than it is on a world like this, but it'll still be a fun challenge, and we'll get a happy ghast in this world finally. Actually, one of the things that I have queued up for early September that you guys will be very happy about is the server upgrade. So bringing the viewer server up to 1.21.7. I thought about doing it in August here, so that we would have it ready for September, but it just made more sense to wait until I was done with work, I think. That way I can, you know, spend the time that I need to do it. I can set up a proper test environment, make sure everything works, all that. But yeah, early to mid-September is when I want to do that. Then we'll have to take the server offline for probably about 2 days so that I can prune the chunks and regenerate them. But then we will be back online and, well, we'll be in the new update. And I know you guys have been asking for that for a while, so I do apologize for the wait. The biggest factor has just been the plugins, waiting for them to update. In fact, there's still a few of the plugins that haven't updated. So I'm either going to have to find a way to manually update them if it's just a, you know, a question of versioning, or find replacements, which I know there's a couple of them that I can do both for. But yeah, the one that I know we're going to have to replace, and it sucks because we've replaced this one before, is our chunk claim system. Chunky is just, or not Chunky, Exclaim has just not been updating, and they have not posted anything since December last year. So I don't think we can really count on them to update the plugin in any sort of timely manner. So unless I can get it backwards compatible with 1.21.7, we're probably going to have to leave it behind and come up with a new solution for chunk claims. But yeah, every other plugin I think we can update or has already been updated. These tunnels are a massive pain. But then again, I signed up for this when I decided not to make the hub on the roof of the Nether. There we go. Second layer done. We've got one more layer up that we have to go. Oh, it's nice having feather falling again. I've missed it. In the new area, my backup equipment that I made, it doesn't have feather falling, so I died a few times actually because of that. And if anyone's curious why I'm keeping all this netherrack, A, it's because I've challenged myself to do it, to be the pack rat, and B, we can smelt it all down to nether bricks at some point. Once we have a super smelter of some sort. Find any ancient debris? I have 2 ancient debris, I think. I found one in a bastion, and then I found the other one while I was mining for quartz. So yeah, not a lot, but some. We're gonna have to repair soon. Lynn, how's it going? Welcome in. It's a challenge to be a pack rat. It's a challenge for my sorting system. But yeah, we are working on our Nether Hub today, trying to make our tunnels a little bit bigger so that we don't smack our face on every twist and turn of the tunnel. We're gonna have to hit the end in a sec here. Do some repairs. That's fair. But yeah, how are you doing, Lynn? There we go. That's what I was hoping for before heading to the end, is just to poke through here. There we go. Yep, we definitely need that glass. Doing good, just joined the server. Awesome. Hope you're enjoying. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. It's been an interesting day. It's basically just boiled down to it's been a Monday. Oh, I looked at the Enderman. Quick, 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 quick. Ow. Is he still behind me? Okay, so there's an angry Enderman somewhere. You see, this is why I have to fix those tunnels. There we go. Yes, yes, it has. Well, I guess Mondays won't be as Monday-ish soon anymore. This is my last Monday of work, so... I'll still be doing a lot of work on content creation and stuff like that on Mondays, but... I mean, at least for a little bit I get to be my own boss. Set my own hours, all that kind of stuff. But hopefully it'll be a quick turnaround and I'll find something permanent soon. Alrighty, there we go. We definitely don't need all these ender pearls. At some point, I will improve the Enderman farm to just toss all those into the void. But today is not that day. Yep, that seems about right. At least Arcadia is not far from the actual spawn point in the world. I'm really happy with how this terraforming turned out. It looks so cool. We'll just set our spawn there for next time. There's really no need to sleep since we're just going to be in here. Okay. Let's not forget to carve out these 3 blocks in the center here. Yeah, it's a good thing that I have streams to work on tasks like this, because imagine trying to fit this all into a video. Like, just doing the Nether Hub alone, digging that out and building that took, I think, about 150 Minecraft days. So that was many, many hours of gameplay, because if you think about it, those are full Minecraft days, because I wasn't sleeping during that either. So 150 times 20 divided by 60, whatever that is. There we go. Another leg of the tunnel done. Or at least dug out. I guess done's a little bit misleading. It's very far from done. Something I do also want to work into these tunnels is an ice boat road. Actually, you know what? What color you want the castle? I always like natural tones, so like gray, black, all that kind of stuff. I'm a terraformer, and I like to build traditionally, so those are usually my go-to colors. But I'm really good with anything. Dark Sorcery, how's it going? Or Dark Sorcerer, sorry. Let's take out some of these trees in the way here. I have an ancient city 200 blocks away from my main base and a mine shaft in my Minecraft Forever world. That's awesome. Be easy for you to get resources, which is always good. I had to travel quite a few thousand blocks to find a lot of stuff in my world. Oh, that's an Enderman. Watch out. I've already had one run-in with them today. And a zombie spawner. Awesome. Easy XP. Ancient cities are fun in peaceful mode. They're really fun in just regular mode too. I'm one of those crazy people who runs around with like 12 wardens chasing me. If anyone's seen my Skyblock Kingdom stuff, you'll know that. Or my Pleasant Craft stuff, or any server really that I'm on. It's not uncommon for me to go find an ancient city on day 1. I will enter an ancient city before even getting iron gear. I mean, to be fair, if you enter before you have any good gear, then what are you really risking, right? As long as you're not on a hardcore world, you're fine. It's actually the ideal time to do it. Because if you die, you'll lose stone. Exactly, fun is subjective. But yeah, if you die, you lose stone. If you don't die, you get a lot of really good loot. Couple more trees here and I should be good to start digging out the next section. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to dedicate a couple of streams to this tunnel here. Starting next week, assuming that I don't switch up my schedule at all, we are going to be increasing the amount of time that we stream for. So on the Forever World, I was thinking maybe 3-hour segments instead of 2 hours. And we will be adding an extra stream as well. So I was thinking of doing Monday and Tuesday for the Forever World. And then 3-hour segments for both. But that's not set in stone yet, so don't hold me to that. And next week is going to be a little bit different as well, just because we've got a holiday. So that new schedule would start on Tuesday next week, essentially. So we may have a little bit of an altered schedule for next week, but after that I was thinking Monday, Tuesday, Forever World, Wednesday, Skyblock Kingdoms, and then Friday, viewer server, like we usually do. Tis the current plan. I have a draft sketched up, and then if I still like it by like Wednesday or Thursday, I will post it on the Discord. And we will make it official. Guess we'll go out to there for this one. Oh yeah, that's so much easier to fly in now. Until an angry balloon spawns in there, that is. So yeah, I've got all these smaller projects that I'm working on right now, with the farms and the village and all that kind of stuff. I do have one big project that I want to get started on some point soon, but not right away. So it'll be our first big project in the world. I would consider everything we've done up to this point kind of small projects, building into a bigger project, if that makes sense. Because yeah, like Arcadia is technically one big project, but we've done it in small bite-sized steps. So yeah, we built a tavern, and we built a starter house, and we built a farm, and 10 episodes later we had a really cool village. What I'm thinking for the big project is we'll still probably spread it over a couple of episodes, maybe like 2 or 3, but it's just going to be one big project. It's not going to be modular, like different buildings and whatnot. And a good time to start that, I'm thinking, might be on episode 21, because just like I did after episode 10, I'm going to be doing a movie. So episodes 11 to 20. And then, yeah, episode 21 would be kind of a good natural starting spot for a big project. And it would make for an interesting start to the third movie when it comes out, episode 21 to 31, or episode 21 to 30. I do want to try and make sure that episode 20 is something interesting, at least, since it'll be the end of that movie. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what episode 20 is going to look like. And I do have to start thinking about that, because, I mean, starting probably either Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to be working on episode 16, so we're over the halfway mark. This is almost the longest series I've ever done on my YouTube channel. I think Enigma Season 1 still holds the record with, I want to say 18 episodes. I don't remember, though. I think it was 18 episodes. But yeah, we are very quickly approaching that. All of my other series, I've really enjoyed them, but they've all been shorter, like sub 10. I don't think I've had a series over 10 episodes since the first season of Enigma, which is kind of bad because that was the first series on my channel. Oh wait, no. Actually, my first. So it's still been quite a few years since I had a big series. If I go into an ancient city, I'm toggling shift so my pinky doesn't have to suffer. I mean, that is fair. Also remember that walking on carpet doesn't trigger sensors. So yeah, I would suggest bringing some iron with you to make shears, because there's a lot of wool in ancient cities in like the corridors and whatnot, so I usually bring like 10 or 20 irons that I can make shears as I go and keep tearing up the corridors to make new paths that I can go on. Because all the corridors, the wool is too thick. So you can tear up one layer and still have a layer to walk on. Yeah, that's true. If I were to count the viewer server streams, I've done a lot of those. But I guess that can be said for any of my series as well, because yeah, with pretty much every series I have, I stream more than I make videos, because I mean, it's a lot easier to stream. More hours definitely go into the videos, but in terms of actual content that you guys can consume, you get way more streams. Off to cook dinner. Have a good stream. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for stopping in. It's good to see you. And enjoy your dinner. Whee. This is going to be cool once it's decorated up. I also have to, at some point, figure out my camera tweaks. So camera tweaks is the mod that I use to get rid of the fog in the nether and like distance fog and whatnot. But there's an issue with it that I've been having, and I don't think anyone else is having it, which is really frustrating. But yeah, when I go into F5, you know how you get this view and you get this view and then you got your regular view, right? Well, when I use camera tweaks, I can get this view, but I can't get this view. And it's very frustrating because you use this one the most when you're making content. So yeah, I don't know why that's broken. It shouldn't be, but it is. So once I figure that out, all this distance fog will be gone. Because I really don't like it. And it especially sucks on Skyblock Kingdoms, because I'd love to be able to see the shopping district from my base. And for anyone who's curious, I do have more Skyblock Kingdoms content in the works. It's just, like I said, it's hard to focus on 2 series when you're working full-time as well. So I've put more effort into making sure that Forever World stuff has been coming out. But as soon as I finish working, I'll be starting on a Skyblock Kingdoms episode as well. How wide are your tunnels in the Nether? They are 7 by 9 or something like that. They're a little bit wider right now because I took out an extra block on each side so that I can build a wall. But I believe they're 7 by 9 or 7 by 12 or something like that. I wanted to make sure there was enough room for a good amount of decoration, and also that I could fly down them without, you know, bashing my head off of everything. There we go. Knock this out, and then we just have to go up one more layer. And we're almost to open Nether. where it's going to get a little bit dicier. I mean, obviously we don't have to hollow anything out there, so our job for today is done when we get to that point, but, or at least in that area. But when we're actually building, it's going to be a pain because we're going to have ghasts spawning elsewhere, and glass is not exactly blast resistant. So we may have some incidents while building in that area. Because, yeah, I think the way that I'm going to build is I'm going to do the floors first so that I can spawn-proof everything. And then we'll go back through and we'll do the walls and whatnot. Yeah, it looks like the storm skipped over us. Sunny outside again. Boink. It looks like I did not get rid of enough trees. Actually, you know what? They're out of the way enough, I think. Yeah, I don't think they'll be a problem. I can probably just leave them as floaters. Anything in the center 3 blocks, those will have to go, but... Wait, what? Oh, I see what I'm doing here. Okay. I hate floating trees. Yeah, floating trees suck in the overworld in general, but these are just going to be... They're floating for now, but as soon as I build the actual tunnels, they're going to be sitting on top of the tunnel. So it's like a temporary floating tree. So it's only like a half crime. Sunlight, how's it going? Welcome in. There we go. And our inventory is full again. I don't know what kind of database I want to do. If I want to do a modern one or a medieval fantasy, I don't know. Oh, starter base. I was going to say database. Medieval database. What's that? A book? I mean, you could always mix the two. They're not mutually exclusive. In fact, I'd say they kind of complement each other, so you could do a bit of both. Could find a way to do like a fusion of the two. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center, one on each side. There we go. Cool. Another leg of the tunnel complete. I'm kind of curious after this. I want to see how much netherrack I've mined in this world. I know that I'm not giving my hardcore world a run for its money yet, but it would be interesting to see how we're going, at least. So we've got to be over 100K. Alrighty. Let's see, how much netherrack have we mined? Oh, we're not quite at 100K yet, actually. Interesting. I definitely thought we'd be there with the Nether Hub and then this. Well, I guess that's just a sign we gotta keep mining. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We were only 8,000 off, so let's see if we wind up hitting 100K before the end of stream here. We've still got another 25 minutes to go. Let's not have a hole in the middle of our bridge. Is this open nether over here? Yes, it is. Okay, we'll continue this along to where the nether opens up then. No sense in leaving that little bit at the end. There we go. And then I'll just carve out this little bit here later. Can't type frustrated. Do you use Journey Map on your Forever World? I do not. I don't generally use map mods in general. I have no problem with them. Let me say that first. But I prefer to use the coordinate system. I'm just old school like that. go. Yeah, most of the mods that I use in general on Minecraft are just quality of life. Nothing that really changes the mechanics of the game other than like inventory tweaks, I guess. Kind of changes the mechanics a little bit. Being able to shift drag stuff in the inventory and chests and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hi. There are piggies in our area. Ow! Okay, I opened a chest, right? They don't like that. Forgot. You guys are picky. Okay, you know what? You're gonna cause problems too, so just... Didn't want to take that arrow, did he? We really should spawn-proof this place at some point. We've got all our items here, so it'd probably be a good idea. This is definitely getting a lot easier as we keep going. I'm gonna be so happy once it's all dug out. It'll be really nice once the tunnel's actually in as well, but just having it dug out will make all the difference in the back and forth. Alright, where do I need to dig out to here? I might have gone one too far here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that. Almost have to go do another repair. I really do want to get some backup pickaxes as well. I feel like that's just a good idea in general. Posture check. Thank you, Sage. Also, how's it going, Sage? What? Doing all right? It's good to hear. How's you? I am doing pretty good. Playing some Minecraft, so I really can't complain. I dug too far. Been playing Vintage Story a little bit. Yeah, I've still got to play that with you guys. I have the game, but I've never played it. Maybe that would be a good alt channel stream at some point. Because, yeah, we got to get back into that at some point as well. Let's see if I can knock out this entire roof before breaking my pickaxe. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Cool. Been playing single player because the server hosting doesn't work with mods. Oh, that kind of sucks. Okay, let's drop all of this garbage and go repair the pick. Oops. They're back, sounds good. That's something else we have to do in the Nether Hub at some point is we've got to put in all the rest of the staircases. We've got one over there, but we've got 3 other ones that we still have to build. So yeah, this Nether Hub still has a lot of work left to do. And yeah, this tunnel still needs to be finished digging out as well. Oh. I remember you. It is so nice having repairable tools again. Weird how he didn't go through the portal when entities like items can. I think it may have been a delay thing, because I went through and he probably tried to go through like right after me, so maybe that interrupted it or something like that. Or maybe it's because that area was unloaded as he jumped in because I was in the portal already. So it unloaded and just didn't send him through. I don't know. I've had some weird end portal stuff before. I've also had a villager stuck in the portal. Fyro, how's it going? Welcome in. And if memory serves, I threw a bed down. Yep. We're almost on day 1500. Yeah, this side. East tunnel goes to the village. And I got no blocks. Okay. Ah, okay, fire people, not good. Question, what would you define as a forever world? A survival world that, A, you have no chance of losing outside of corruption, and B, that you don't ever intend to reset. Like, it's not a seasoned world. You don't do season 1, 2, 3, 4, or anything like that. If you feel like starting over, you drop all of your items in one area of the world, you move to another area of the world, you start over again, and then over time you kind of connect up all of your stuff within the same world. But yeah, I've had questions like that, like is a long-term hardcore world a forever world? It's very much dependent on the person. I say no, because at some point you're going to lose a forever, or you're going to lose a hardcore world. Because yeah, no matter how good you are, at some point you're going to make a mistake and like jump off an edge without your elytra, or a creeper's going to sneak up on you while you're AFK or something like that. Say a hardcore world, you inherently lose at some point. But yeah, a survival world that never gets reset, essentially, is what I would say. But yeah, there's some debate about that in the Minecraft community. Because I know there are creators that brand their hardcore worlds as forever worlds, and I mean, that's their own decision. It's just not something I would do. Would you consider a modded world a forever world? Yeah, if it's a world that you never intend on resetting and you're gonna stick with forever, then yeah, modded can be forever. Like I said, I think the thing that makes it not a forever world is if you have a way of losing the world outside of world corruption, or you intend on stopping it at some point. But yeah, world corruption is one of those things that, you know, you get a free pass on because you really can't help that. It happens, it sucks. You just gotta make sure to back up your worlds so that you have a point you can revert to. And yeah. Actually, that reminds me, I've got to back this world up at some point. It's been several episodes since I did my last backup, so if I were to encounter any world corruption right now, it'd be bad. I think the last time I did a world backup was episode 10. And I'm currently finishing up episode 15, so it's been a while. But yeah, I think that's kind of a good natural point for a backup, is the beginning or end of an episode. I was just thinking if Forever World is a world that you mostly play on. Yeah, I mean, even if you don't mostly play on it, if it's just a world that isn't being reset, I would consider it a Forever World. Like, if your Forever World is a world that you play on once a month and you sometimes take 4-month breaks from, that's fine. If you're not resetting it, it's a Forever World. That's the whole point of a Forever World, is it's always there when you want it. You don't have to worry about it going anywhere.
So you can take breaks without worry. You can work on other projects without, you know, thinking about the end of a season, anything like that. Hey, Sage. Like, a good example is Anathra's Skyblock world. It is a forever world, but lately he's been playing on it maybe once a month, and sometimes he takes big breaks. He took, like, a 1-year break from it. But it's still a forever world because he's been going on it for, like, 4 years, and it's not going anywhere. Exactly, the viewer SMP is kind of a forever server because there's zero intention of ever resetting it. We'll just continue expanding the world radius, and yeah. It's already been going for 2 years. And we do nightly backups to make sure that world corruption hopefully never becomes an issue. I won't say never, because I feel like that's just asking for trouble. Have you played Peak yet? I have not. I don't have the game. I may have 60 hours on it. Oh my. I feel like Peak is one of those games that I could maybe spend like a couple hours on and then I'd get bored of. I mean, I don't know that for sure because I've never played it, but from what I have heard about it and what I've seen of it, that's the impression that I get. All right. We have gotten a lot of digging done today. We've got a mostly safe corridor that we can fly down up to about, I'd say, the end of this bridge here. That's where it becomes not as safe again. Walking across, that's another story. It's not safe anywhere to walk right now. Been trying to get all the achievements. That's fair. Yeah, that would be a game that would be good to achievement grind on, I think. Oh, hi. That's a lot of creepers. Is this a thunderstorm? I can probably sleep it away, actually. Oh, hello. The horde is coming for me. Oh, it must have called reinforcements. Jeez. There we go. Cool. So I think what I'm going to work on for next stream is, I don't know if I'll do this off camera or in a video, or if I'll wait until next week's stream to do this, but we're going to need a ink farm to get all the black dye that we need for the nether tunnels. So I'm gonna find a good design for that and maybe scout out a location as well. I don't really want it around here. I'm thinking we're gonna build it out by the Mediterranean village. Just because that's where the rest of our farms are. I think it makes sense. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on between streams here, as well as, you know, episode 16. But yeah, is there anything else that we can do real quick here? We got a couple of minutes left. Oh, you know what? We can bring this over to... I'll sort that out later. But these two shulkers are pure wood. They can go over here. Wither Rose farm. I thought about a Wither Rose farm, but I think that an ink farm is a better direction because we're also going to need stuff to trade with villagers at some point, and ink is one of those ones that's actually really good. So we're going to do kind of a double whammy there. We'll put those two back at the base. We'll just keep regular over here. Boom and boom. Let's drop these shulkers off since they are free again. We don't have a lot of shulkers, so we gotta kind of preserve them where we can. Ow. Here's where all the shulkers are. Maybe I need a better place for them. Hey, welcome in on the YouTube side there. Unfortunate timing to come in because we are just wrapping up stream here. But make sure to sub on YouTube if you want to know when the next stream is going to be. Yes, Shulker Farm is definitely a future plan for me. I don't know how far in the future because I would really like those sooner rather than later. But yeah, probably within the next few episodes anyways. Yeah, I'm sorry, bad timing. Didn't want to watch anyways. I'm sorry. Izzy, welcome in as well. I am just wrapping up stream here, as I was mentioning. But yeah, make sure to follow or subscribe if you haven't already. That way you know when the next stream is. We're going to find someone to raid over on Twitch. And then if they're also live on YouTube, we will do a redirect as well. Why did my message fail to send? I am not sure. Internet, maybe? Let me just move the chats where I can still see them while I'm doing this raid. Doo-ba-doop-doop-doo. Yoink. Okay. Raid. Who is live? We got Reg. We got Viking. And that is it. Thank you for the follow there. I think we're going to head over to Viking. Followed here for better visibility. Fair enough, fair enough. I think I'm doing a forever world, but can't decide if I want to make it Skyblock or just a regular world. I mean, you could do both. There's nothing saying you can't have more than one forever world. If you're doing different types. But yeah, we're going to head over to Viking Pilot. Let me set up a redirect on YouTube for you guys so that you guys wind up over at Viking stream as well. But yeah, Make sure to grab the raid message that Nefan just put there. Viking pilot.
Oh, is he not live on YouTube right now?
Yeah, I guess he's not live on YouTube. Okay. He is still live on Twitch, right? He didn't just end his stream as I was going to raid. Yeah, he is still live. Okay, well, I guess YouTube, we're not doing a redirect. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'll see you again on Wednesday for some Skyblock Kingdoms. We'll be streaming over there on Wednesday at the same time, 5:30 Eastern Time. Twitch, make sure you've grabbed your raid message. We are going to head over to Viking Pilot, who is on Skyblock Kingdoms right now, working on the Birch Kingdom. But yeah, I will see you guys on that server on Wednesday. Have a good night, and see you later. Bye-bye.